We found the best hidden little swimming hole in all of Minnesota, possibly in the U.S. We haven't been to all the swimming holes in the U.S. yet, but possibly in the U.S. as well. So what we decided on this trip was to pack up the whole house, hour and a half, that's the RV and everything, drive it to the Walmart closest to the swimming hole on the night before. Then we spent the night there, had breakfast, still got to the swimming hole by 9 o'clock, swam till like 12 or 1 o'clock, and then we actually came home and we were like, let's go home. Well, we're kind of tired, let's take a nap and then we'll go home. So that's what we did. So it made the trip so much higher quality, and actually I think we did less packing and less prep time than we would have had we just packed up the van for the day. So enjoy this video, have a great time. The name of this great swimming hole is Quarry Park and Nature Preserve in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Where are we at, Mom?
We're at, I don't know, Quarry Park and Nature Preserve.
Let me get a good pan before you jump. This place had two awesome places to jump off the side, and one even had stairs going up to it. Beautiful quarry, filled with clear water. Mom's gonna be the first to So as you can tell here, the beach is like wide open, just a couple families there so far. Now, you get to see how it is a couple hours later. You see the people up on the cliff jumping. It was such a blast. But even with this much people, still didn't feel very crowded, and it was just a good vibe and good fun. So after we spent a lot of time in that first swimming hole with the actual beach and two jumping areas, we started to explore the other areas. There was a bunch of different quarries that were filled with rainwater and natural springs. There were specific holes just for scuba diving as well. Then there was also just a bunch of hiking trails that linked all these different swimming holes and different places to explore all in the same area. Here's that same quarry, just from the other side. It was so cool to see these things. They're beautiful, tranquil, lots of wildlife coming and going. Some of the signs, I will admit, were a little bit scary, also a little bit hilarious. So it actually said it's unlawful to be on the rocks. Yeah, it was pretty funny. This was a very interesting quarry. It was one that had filled up with water at one point and then drained down. Our kids, of course, loved throwing rocks and sticks, and they would wait for the echo after the few seconds before it would hit the water. It was pretty fascinating to watch and listen and play with.
Hey guys, watch this.
That's in his eye.
Really cool noise.
Whoa! It echoes the sound.
You guys trying to fill it back in?
Yeah.
Yet another beautiful, tranquil quarry that had beautiful water, beautiful setting. This one had a bit more wildlife around the edges, and we even had a new little friend. That's right, little chipmunk. I know. Aw, he was really cute. The funny thing was he was trying to put the whole cracker into his mouth. He wasn't trying to eat it, he was trying to stuff it in there. Watch them cheeks go. Last but definitely not the least was the biggest quarry and swimming hole of the whole park. This is a bunch of college students. I think it's one of the holiday weekends, if I remember right. They had brought inflatables. My understanding is this water was over 100 foot deep. It was crisp, clean, and clear. If you look on the other side, there's about 15 to 25 foot cliffs. There they are. People were hanging out. They were also jumping from those cliffs, just having a hoot of a time. They also were playing music, and there were people nearby just hanging out on this dock that I'm filming from. Overall, this was just the best swimming place I've ever been. Subscribe to our channel if you want to be notified of more of our adventures as we put them out there. If you want to be able to see how us living our dream is enabling us to travel and explore and have great adventures. Come join us on these adventures, and remember, Live your adventure today.